Now, before I get into the news, I want to give a huge shout out to Green Matter, an awesome Denver-based DJ who's going to be performing at your mom's house in Denver, Colorado this August 21st. That's who you hear bringing me in at the beginning and bringing me out at the end of the video. I want y'all to go follow her on SoundCloud, Facebook, and Instagram and enjoy the music. Big thanks to her for letting me use the music in these videos. I hope y'all are enjoying it. And I also hope that you all are enjoying the videos. Please do like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's get into the news. Today, another promised video. We're talking strategy. A while ago, I told y'all I wanted to talk strategy, and I think it's quite pertinent, especially this week, seeing this market volatility, this uncertainty and chaos. We see the market just took a huge dive. Markets falling 2.6% on day over day for a bit there due to tariffs, which are now hitting the U.S. consumer, hitting our economy, and causing more fear. We're seeing some talks of recession, fear, and panic-based selling, and really a lot of volatility. That part of the trading session, but we also see so much fear of missing out and buying, even buying without strategy and with potentially poor timing. This FOMO is also another contributor to volatility, and we see geopolitical moves in these markets as we see tariffs really playing a huge role. And as the president declared a delay till December on more tariffs on China, the market immediately took a reversal. Looks like it's time to lay off the tariffs. I agree with that move, and I'm glad that we are not going to see the economy continue to be beaten down and people continue to become more afraid. Because despite the geopolitical implications and potential importance of these tariffs, it's not a good thing, and at a certain point you've got to weigh whether or not they're hurting the consumer and the people who have nothing to do with this trade war. We don't want to see the goods becoming so expensive right before the holidays and things like that. You know, that's dangerous for our economy. That's not good for the U.S. consumer. But we really here at The Light are analyzing this and just noting the volatility and the speculative moves in that week. Now, cannabis is something that I see as a bit of a safe haven, but cannabis has been volatile this earnings season as we see some companies, Tilray recently taking a dive, and we also see companies making huge legs up. Afria with a fantastic earnings report, positive reception by all kinds of investors, jumping, and we also saw very positive guidance by Aurora Cannabis for future quarters, which is so promising for the industry. I really do consider Aurora Cannabis to be the market leader, and positive guidance by them is positive guidance for the market, in my opinion, right now. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why I see cannabis as a safe haven in my strategy, why Aurora Cannabis is a company I keep highlighting, as well as a company like Hemp Incorporated. Now, Hemp Inc. is going to be the most pivotal company in the U.S. hemp industry. They're huge in their production scale, but they have built out this amazing processing, next generation hemp processing and extraction and testing labs and vertical integration that never existed before, and which is crucial for this upcoming Croptober. I mean, Croptober is just around the corner, and so we're looking at this company as a very promising penny stock, but also Aurora Cannabis is a publicly traded Canadian legal company with international trade and big production capacity of recreational and medical cannabis. Hemp Inc. in hemp and CBD, but Aurora Cannabis is a good example of a company that I analyze, and I want to talk about why production capacity matters for Aurora Cannabis and the companies that I'm looking at, and why it's so important. Because, you know, these aren't tech companies. They're not making iPhones. They're not making an application. They're not making software. And they are not producing oil or energy or a natural resource. They're farmers. They're producing a commodity, cannabis, more like corn, or other farm commodities, and the price is dependent on supply and demand, as with any goods, but also more than anything on the cost for these corporations to grow the plant itself. So production capacity makes a big difference, and it can be a huge advantage if done correctly. Now, I was incredibly impressed when I saw this video by the Midas Letter talking about Aurora Cannabis and showing off this next generation grow facility, Aurora Sky, at the Edmonton International Airport. It's something to see. Folks, check out the video. I'm linking you to it here in the description box below. And, that really does impress me. And Aurora has been able to increase their production capacity, allowing them to produce cannabis at a low cost per gram, but at high quality, with a high degree of automation and efficiency in their production line. But they're also taking advantage of nature using greenhouses, open roofs, and now purchasing crops or crop area in outdoor grow areas, not just indoor square footage, but outdoor grow space, many acres. So that's exciting. And it makes a difference, because light is expensive indoors, but if you can take advantage of the sun, then you have a very good cost advantage. And there's also some awesome stuff going on. They're vertically integrated. They're going to be making their own drinks, edibles, and processing their own cannabis and extracting their own oils. But we see so much in this industry right now as well to be bullish on, besides some looks toward profitability and positive guidance. We see these cool deals like Arizona Iced Tea and Dixie now making a deal. Now, Dixie makes awesome edibles that are all over Colorado and other stores. They make drinks like a nice lemonade, a berry lemonade. They make taffies and chewables and edibles and things. And now they'll be working with Arizona Tea to make gummies, I heard. But I would hope also a CBD or THC infused Arizona tea. Now that sounds pretty tasty to me. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and so we've got to look at innovation in this industry, and that's another part of my strategy. Now, cannabis is not a hedge entirely, but my strategy is to hedge with next generation technology, batteries, energy, and things like that. We're looking toward the future here at The Light. And it's important to note companies that are making these strides. Now, one that I want to highlight here is BioSolar. Now, here's a chart showing them moving out of beat with the market moves completely. But this is a penny stock, and this company's making the next generation of lithium-ion batteries with high efficiency technology for the electric vehicle market. Now, this is what we're looking at. We don't look at the electric vehicles, Tesla, things like that, but the batteries. What's crucial? What is make or break in this? It's efficiency and the cost of the batteries. So we're looking at that. Also valuable metals and natural resources, etc. But I don't want to invest in anything really with fossil fuels. I think that's awful for the environment, and I like to have some ethics in my investing strategy. But lithium is something of a play with these geopolitics. Here's rare earth resources, also out of beat with the market, but jumping due to geopolitical uncertainty, tariffs, and a possible restriction of rare earths by China, the world's leading supplier of rare elements for technology, magnets, and even military equipment there. But gold could also protect us from volatility in some circumstances and other metals. So I think it's important to look outside the box, be creative in your strategy. During some periods, nothing is going up. That's just a fact of the matter. But during most times, there's some area of the market, if even just a very specific area or a single stock, that is going to be taking a jump. Now, we're looking at strategies, and I think it's important, guys. I just do want to help you guys out. I don't just want to talk cannabis. It's important to be realistic, and I think it's important to have some degree of skepticism. I'm an optimist. I'm a bull on Aurora, the cannabis industry, on the future of this planet. I think that next generation technology, hydrogen fuel cells, electric vehicles, and renewable energy is going to be incredible. I think cannabis and the innovation from this plant is going to bring our species to the next level, and I'm excited seeing things going on. But we live in an ever-changing environment. We invest in ever-changing markets, and these are times of uncertainty. Now, it's important to, just be happy, be optimistic, and also to prepare for the worst and to have your own strategy. That's why I always encourage you folks to do your own research. And again, I'm not telling you how to manage your money, but I'd love to share information, bring out the facts and some cool news to you folks. Now, everybody, thanks again for tuning in to my channel. Please do subscribe and like the video and leave a comment if you have anything to say. Now, please tune in next week. I'll be bringing you some more news, and until next time, enjoy the music and much love.